Hi viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss the chapter 4 of Laxmikanth, that is the preamble. The preamble actually refers to the introduction or preface to the constitution, and it is the summary or essence of the constitution. N.A. Palkiwala, an eminent jurist and constitutional expert, called the preamble as identity card of the constitution. And the preamble is based on the objective resolution drafted by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and adopted by the Constituent Assembly. And the preamble is amended only once, that is by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976, and added three new words: socialist, secular, and integrity. The preamble is borrowed from American Constitution. Now let us look like what the preamble looked like. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure all its citizens justice, social, economical, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. This is the preamble of our Constitution. Says. Now, let us discuss the ingredients of the preamble. The preamble actually reveals four ingredients or components. First one, source of authority of the Constitution. The preamble states that the Constitution derives its authority from the people of India. Second one, nature of Indian state. It declares India to be sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republican polity. Third one, objective of the Constitution. It specifies justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity as the objectives. And fourth one, date of our adoption of the Constitution. It stipulates November 26, 1949 as the date of adoption of the Constitution. Now, let us discuss what are the key words specified in the preamble. The key words are sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. First, we will discuss what is sovereign. The sovereign implies that India is neither a dependency nor a dominion of any other nation but an independent state. There is no authority above it, and it is free to conduct its own affairs, both internal and external. Being a sovereign state, India can acquire a foreign territory or cede a part of its territory to a foreign state. Socialist. Socialist, the term was added in 42nd Amendment Act 1976. And the Congress party adopted a resolution to establish a socialist pattern of society in the Avadi section in 1955. And the Indian brand of socialism is a democratic socialism. Democratic socialism means faith in mixed economy, where both the public and private sectors coexist. And Indian socialism is a mixture of Marxism and Gandhism, leaning heavily towards Gandhian socialism. And the new economic policy in 1991 of liberalization, privatization, and globalization has diluted some of the socialist credentials of Indian state. Secular. Secular also was added by 42nd Amendment Act 1976, and the Indian Constitution embodies the positive concept of secularism, that is, all religions in the country have same status and support from the state. All religions in the state having equal status and support from the state, that is secularism. Democratic. Democratic means supreme power is in the hands of people. Democracy mainly two types, direct and indirect. In direct democracy, the people exercise their supreme power directly, as in the case of Switzerland. And there are four types of direct democracy: referendum, initiative, recall, and plebiscite. In indirect democracy, representatives are elected by the people and exercise the supreme power and carry on the government and making laws. This type of democracy is known as representative democracy, and there are two types of representative democracy: parliamentary and presidential. And the Indian Constitution provides for the representative parliamentary form of democracy, under which executive is responsible for the legislature for all the policies and actions. Republic. Republic indicates that India has an elected head called the President. He is elected indirectly for a fixed period of 5 years. Republic also means two more things. One, vesting of political sovereignty in the people, and second, absence of any privileged class. That is, vesting of political sovereignty in the people means the political sovereignty is not in a single individual like king, and all the public offices are open to every citizens without any discrimination. Justice. Justice in the preamble takes three distinct forms: social, economical, and political, and it is secured through various provisions of fundamental rights and directive principles. Social justice means equal treatment of citizens without any social distinction such as color, race, religion, sex, and so on. Economic justice means non-discrimination between the basis of economic factors. And the political justice means all citizens have same political rights, equal access to political offices, equal voices in the government, etc. And the idea of social, economical, and political justice has been taken from the Russian Revolution. Liberty. Liberty means absence or restraints on the activities of the individuals. The preamble secures to all citizens of India liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship through their fundamental rights, enforceable in the court of law in case of violation. Liberty is conceived by the preamble of fundamental rights is not absolute but qualified. And the idea of liberty, equality, and fraternity has been taken from the French Revolution. Equality. Equality means absence of special privileges to a section of society and provide adequate opportunities for all individuals without any discrimination. Fraternity. Fraternity means a sense of brotherhood. The Constitution promotes this fraternity by the system of single citizenship. And the fundamental duties says that it is the duty of every citizen to promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood among all people of India. Now, we shall discuss the significance of the preamble. The preamble actually embodies the philosophy and fundamental values, political, moral, and religious, on which Constitution is based. And it contains the grand and noble vision of the Constituent Assembly and reflects the dreams and aspirations of the founding fathers of the Constitution. Now, we will discuss what the eminent peoples have said about preamble. Sir Alladi Krishnaswamy Iyer says the preamble to our Constitution expresses what we had thought or dreamt so long. And K.M. Munshi says it is the horoscope of our sovereign democratic republic. And the Pandit Thakurdas Bhargav says the preamble is the most precious part of the Constitution. It is the soul of the Constitution. It is the key of the Constitution. It is a jewel set in the Constitution. It is a proper yardstick with which we can measure the worth of Constitution. And Ernest Barker says it is a keynote to the Constitution. Now, there are some cases that have been undergone regarding the preamble as a part of Constitution. So they are, first one is the Berubari Union case 1960. The Supreme Court said that the preamble is not a part of the Constitution. But in Keshavananda Bharati case 1973, Supreme Court rejected the earlier opinion and held that preamble is part of the Constitution. And in the LIC of India case 1995, Supreme Court again held that the preamble is an integral part of the Constitution. So at last, the conclusion is the preamble is neither source of power to legislature nor a prohibition upon the power of legislature. It is non-justiciable, that is, provisions are not enforceable in the court of law. Amendability of the Constitution. The question to whether preamble can be amended under Article 368 arose first time by the Keshavananda Bharati case 1973, and it was urged that the preamble cannot be amended as it is not a part of the Constitution. And the Supreme Court, however, held that the preamble is a part of Constitution in the Berubari Union case 1960, and in this regard was long and held that the preamble can be amended and subjected to the condition that no amendment is done on the basic features of the preamble. And the preamble has been amended only once so far in 1976 by the 42nd Amendment Act and added 3 new words to the preamble: socialist, secular and integrity. That is all with lesson. If you like my lesson, kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you.